They play in transition, will trap, and Triantes have to be the ones that can play the balls into channels to push this line higher up the pitch. Kelvin Yeboah, he leads the line as a number 9. The key is to get him the ball often and early to look to create for Osazi De Rosario, who starts again as a number 9, looking for his first goal of the season.
It is Minnesota attacking from left to right, who get us underway. The ball back to Callender, who immediately launches one forward. And he's on this corner. Delivered in towards the far post. And it's Romero who gets ahead to it. Tino Lopez over there as well. Lopez back up. Rothrock feels that he was offside. Flag stares down. Kusarienzi with the cross. Manungu with the header. Got a lot of purchase on it. That one goes just over. Goes wide, gets the yard, gets his cross in. It's going to fall. Rothrock. And a last-ditch challenge, again denying him. Roldan's effort off the woodwork. Deflected. And luckily for Minnesota, it's gone over.
Tino Lopez, but it's a good recovery. And Manungu finally picks out a little service here. Well done from, looks like it's Duggan, to initially deny Paul Rothrock from getting the strike off. But Christian Roldan, as he always does, is in the right place, supporting the play. It's just a matter of how do you integrate this kind of player into this Minnesota side. But yeah, I was hoping and expecting to see James start tonight.
James was electric in CONMEBOL World Cup qualifying for Colombia. And whatever club he goes to, there seems to be issues with him staying long term. But for the national team, never an issue. You saw that moment where Luis Diaz places the crown on his head. He is the king of Colombian soccer, there's no doubt about it. But club soccer has been an issue. Nice touch. Chankalai making a run. Duncan out wide of him. Chankalai, Yeboah, into the box. Pereira, back to Yeboah. Yeboah just wide! Best move of the match from Minnesota. And it's inches wide of that left-hand post. You referenced some of the players available off the bench for Brian Spencer. Jordan Morris, Jesus Ferreira. Plenty of attacking options if needed. Rusnak. Christian Roldan. Tino Lopez.
The other thing we haven't seen a ton of is those trademark runs and balls over the top to find Paul Rothrock. Part of that is because when Minnesota drops their line deep, there's not that space to advance into. But when there are moments and there's time and space, you got to look for that ball over the top that forces them to be a little bit more honest defensively.
That's a giveaway by Pekovic. Good ball from Yeboah. Chankalai. He's got runners inside the area. The cross. Nuhu doesn't flick it. Pereira pulls it back. Oh, Thomas with a world-class save. But the second effort is deflected wide. Yeboah on both. Big opportunities for Minnesota. Andrew Thomas denies them.
So don't call it a fluke. Last week when San Jose created numerous chances in the final third, it was defensive plays from Andrew Thomas as well as Jackson Reagan that kept a clean sheet. There's the first save from Andrew Thomas, and once again it's Jackson Reagan in the standings as well.
They come up against the side sitting in one of those positions now. The Sounders, who get us underway to start the second half, attacking from left to right, but pointing in that direction. Reagan was trying to oblige him. The cross. It's Rothrock. They're headed towards the far post, and it's headed back, and it's comfortable for the goalkeeper. A bit bemused by that decision.
Look at the bottom of your screen. It's Paul Rothrock. Good timing. And the arc that he puts on that ball, that's what just puts it back into the mix in a dangerous area. Oh, good feet.
Yeboah was good feet initially, then runs into pressure, and now the whistle's gone.
Screen. It's Paul Rothrock. Good timing. And the arc that he puts on that ball, that's what gives...
Much to the surprise of Moadu.
I mean, I'm more surprised at just how close that is. The draw, obviously, the more likely of the circumstances based on those numbers there.
Lopez. Christian Roldan. Pekovic and Manungu both making the same run, so Nuhu comes back through Christian Roldan. Big international window for him coming up. Belgium and Portugal for the US men's national team. Manungu. Rusnak. Back for Manungu. Up against Duncan. Creates a yard, goes for goal. Good save.
Much better. much better from Georgie Manungu on that left-hand side. He's seen a lot of the ball so far in this game, but this is one of his better decisions. The initial connection with Albert Rusnak, and once he gets it back, he sees all he needs to do is just shift his weight. Gets the strike off. It's a comfortable save in the end, but this is more encouraging.
He's made a good run here, and he still has it. Rothrock. Then Rosario making a run central. Rothrock trying to come back from Manungu. That's good help defensively. Jankalai getting back in. It's been all Seattle Sounders here.
That's an area they can look to exploit in transition. That's the ball there that we're talking about.
Switch towards Mechanic. James Rodriguez underneath it. James Rodriguez plays it in behind. Mechanic with a chance to go for goal. And it's wide. Seattle sliced open with a super ball from James Rodriguez. Assist of the match is presented by Lowe's. Our members score more. We waited to see him on the field. It's these moments that have made him a world star. What a ball.
Well, it's what a ball. Good vision from James Rodriguez. But just on cue, Minnesota playing to their strength now. They want to try to get James into a more natural number 10 position.
For all of their pressure, still hard to remember a save Canada's had to make in this match. Rothrock, Rusnak, and that one's side netting.
Albert Rusnak has been a lot brighter in the second half. Starting position has been higher up the pitch, hasn't dropped as deep into midfield. Just makes something out of nothing with this one. He's trying to get that initial touch as a little flick on to Jordan Morris.
Almost played in that inside left channel exclusively in the second half. Being rewarded for it. Well, good clearance from Callender, but Elford. Strong header from Lopez to knock that one out of play. Well, in just a few short months, the FIFA World Cup 2026 kicks off. You can be there to witness history with a single match hospitality package. Get closer to the best of it all with premium seats, suites, elevated food and beverages, exclusive entertainment, and much more. Less than 100 days to go, and this is your chance to be a part of it. Panera, nice skill from him. Oh, super skill. And the free kick is given. Holding midfielder with Pereira and James to deal with. Good luck.
Now watch the cleverness of some of these touches from Pereira and James Rodriguez, but dead ball situations. We know this man wearing the number 10 shirt is an absolute specialist.
Delivers in, and the header is on target, off the woodwork. Thomas got a touch. Been on the field about 10 minutes. He's generated 2 massive chances.
Well, you can understand, even in short minutes, short spurts, why this fan base wants to see more of the number 10 shirt.
Another delivery, and this one is actually gone out of play. I will say this, Mo, left footers just look. Left foot whipped in. James getting on the end of it. And perhaps, as you'd imagine, didn't exactly know what to do with it when he did. Not a position we're used to seeing him in. Callender trying to go right down the middle. Dieng is going to get in behind. Thomas comes off his line. Lopez, can he clear the danger? Yes, he can. Second week in a row, he's had to get back and cover his goalkeeper. Thomas was in no man's land.
This is a rash decision from Andrew Thomas, who's been really sharp since winning that position as a starting goalkeeper for the Sounders. But this one is just, he's in no man's land, has no chance to make a play at this. Credit to Tino Lopez, Jackson Reagan, and Nuhu covering for their goalkeeper, but it's Lopez who gets the vital touch to put it out for a corner kick.
James goes short on this one. Trap back for James. Left-footed cross. Good delivery, and it's Snyder Brunel who takes it in stride and clears the danger. We're into and least Rosnak. Brunel. And that is going to be the final action. So a stalemate between two sides who produced so much fireworks in the playoffs last season. Sounders once again go away from Lumen Field and come away with a positive outcome.